told you guys, The Adventures of Captain Underpants Book 1 was edited in when Dogman 20,000 Fleas Under the Sea came out in March. Yes, this is real. It's not fake. You guys might know or you might not know this, but there's a new edition on Captain Underpants, book 1, but this is the first book. So the first book only. I don't know if Dave Pokey is gonna make a second edition on it, but who knows. But the best thing on this was because they have featured an extra Dogman comic in the end of the book. Most of all, the book is same as book 1 when George and Harold created Captain Underpants. But nearing the end, we have a story about Dave Pokey and how he was when he was a kid and how he made comics. The origin of Captain Underpants, created in 1974 in Elyria, Ohio, USA. So, and we have bonus comics. I really love this part because it has George and Harold back, and I feel like these are the new George and Harolds. Don't mistake them on the old George and Harolds, these ones here, but these are the new ones. These guys are above Dogman 9, so they've already had Dogman series has been going, and they're in grade 6 something, I don't know. But they're grown up now. They're not in grade 4 or 5. So they made a comic called Captain Underpants Meets Dogman, but it's really short. I can't even read it aloud this to you. Hi, I'm Captain Underpants. It's nice to meet you. Okay, bye. The end. And that was a really short comic. But then they found a different comic in their old comic basket, and they read it. And this book is called Dogman and the League of Misfits by George Beard and Harold Hutchins. This comic is 16 pages long and is featuring Captain Underpants and even the thing like that. And also, I just noticed that this place kind of looks familiar to us because this place looks like from Dogman 9. That's what I think. So I'll get my Dogman Gaiman punishment. Yeah, this place with Sarah in the Morning looks kind of familiar because it looks like this is the place where Mayor and Dogman fought in Dogman 9 when it was a really funny part when Dogman stole the mayor's hat. And then they were slobbering all over. I feel like it's this place at City Hall. I'll show you in this book here. Right after, chapter 1, Chief Big's Day is where it is. Okay, it's at City Hall. Doesn't it look familiar to the same picture? I mean, the curtains are in a different color, but it looks familiar to me. Like, this is where Mara is. So that's why I think this place, and then it was destroyed here. So so that's why it looks familiar. And now more information about this is because this was, I think, a very old comic because as you can see, PD has another whisker there and he doesn't have it after Dogman 3. So it might be Dogman 3 and below this comic was made. They said this book was made 3 years ago before we dreamed up ADHD and low PD. So 3 years back, possibly below 2018 or 19. And it had Captain Underpants and PD was evil at that time. After Lil PD, and they don't have Lil PD yet, so Dogman is not yet friends with Lil PD. Zuzu is there, so it possibly could be in between Dogman 2 and Dogman 3 because I think Zuzu was found in Dogman Unleashed, so that's why I think it would be that. So Dogman in the middle of Dogman 2 and 3. They created Timmy the Talking Toilet, and it's also a comic that they featured in Captain Underpants, this new book. With all new, they featured Timmy the Talking Toilet somewhere here. Somewhere right here. Yes, Timmy the Talking Toilet is the same as the one on the back of this book. It's the same character, I mostly think, but I don't know if Dave Pilkey has created an actual comic featuring him, but I don't know about that. The only 4 Dogman friends that I know are possibly Super Diaper Baby, Captain Underpants, Dogman, and Cat Kid Comic Club. And of course, Sarah was a new supporter. We have lots of information that this is between Dogman 2 and 3. And Sarah had have thought PD wasn't being that evil, but at the end of the book, they say, you're right, he doesn't seem evil at all, and that's the key to total world domination. I think the to be continued is Wally's World, featured in Dogman 20,000 Fleas Under the Sea, but I don't know about that. Possibly that's with Low PD. Yeah, that was with Low PD. So that would be above Dogman 3. So I feel like now you guys could understand what it is. And this book is really good. And as you can see, Captain Underpants, George and Harold in a comic type. And it also features the origin of Captain Underpants. I like this, and it's very inspiring. He teaches how to make comics. As you can see right here, we have a picture of him making the Wicked Veggie move, as shown in Dogman 5. And right here we have a comic that Dave Pilkey made when he was a kid. And of course, Captain Underpants. This is exactly, I think, I don't have the actual first book of Captain Underpants, but I mostly think it's the same book, just a little edited to the end. But also there's a third book that was edited. This one right here was also edited because we have at the end Dogman and the Wrath of P. Trios Comics presents. This is also below Dogman 1 because, as you can see, Dogman isn't perfectly colored. And so I think this is a really old book, possibly like 5 years back. So Captain Underpants 25th and a half anniversary edition is a perfect book. I like this book so much. And you should get this, released in 2023, last year. So we have this book and it's full color. I hope you enjoy it, and I think that's it for today's video. Please subscribe and stay tuned, and don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for more updates on Dogman, and even if Captain Underpants another anniversary edition comes out, and of course Dogman, The Scarlet Shredder, and Cat Kid Comic Club 6 coming out November in 2024.